What's up, Broncos country? Picture this. We were all pumped, counting down the days to the start of the 2025 season, dreaming of our defense flying low, sacks raining down, and tackles snapping hard. Then, out of nowhere, news hits like a surprise blitz. Our linebacker, Drew Sanders, the guy who promised to be the new heart and soul of our defense, is carted off practice with a foot injury. What's going on, family? Is this a sign of trouble or just a bump on the road to glory? Stick with me because today we're diving deep into this situation, breaking down the impact for our team, and showing why Denver Broncos fans never give up. Let's go. Seriously, Broncos country, when we saw Drew Sanders being taken off the field last Saturday, it hit us right in the chest. Seeing such a talented guy, who's already been through so much, get carted off isn't easy to swallow. For those following closely, Sanders suffered a foot injury during practice, and tests confirmed it's a ligament issue, not the Achilles tendon like he had back in 2024. Is that good news? To some extent, yes, because a foot ligament injury usually means a shorter recovery time than a torn Achilles. But according to Coach Sean Payton, our linebacker will be out at least 4 to 6 weeks, maybe longer. That means he won't be ready for the season opener against the Tennessee Titans on September 7th. It's a tough blow, but we all know Broncos country is made of steel, right? Drew Sanders came in strong in the 2023 draft, picked in the 3rd round after showing insane talent at the University of Arkansas. In 2022, he finished the season with 9.5 sacks and 103 tackles, an absolute monster, both rushing the quarterback and covering the middle of the field. The guy's versatile, like a Swiss Army knife on defense, mainly an inside linebacker, but he's also been tested on the edge, hunting QBs like a predator. Here with the Broncos, he started as a backup in 2023, played all 17 games, made 24 tackles, and started 4 games. He showed flashes of brilliance, like when he recovered a fumble and got the crowd hyped. But 2024 was brutal for Sanders. He tore his Achilles tendon during off-season training, which kept him out almost the entire season. He only came back late, playing 4 regular season games and our playoff loss against the Buffalo Bills. Even with limited time, he showed what he can do. In his first defensive play against the Chargers in Week 16, he got a sack. A sack. That's the kind of impact we expect from him. And now, just when we were counting on him to take a bigger role in the defense, here comes this new injury. It breaks our hearts, but it's also a chance to show the depth of our roster. Let's talk defense, because this is where it gets interesting. The Broncos' defense in 2024 was one of the best in the league, 3rd best in points allowed, 7th in total yards. That's right, Broncos country. Our defense is a fortress. But linebacker had its challenges. We lost Josie Jewell to free agency, and Alex Singleton, our tackles leader, tore his ACL in Week 3. That opened the door for Cody Barton and Justin Starnad to shine, and they held down the fort impressively. Barton ended up signing with the Titans, but Starnad came back on a 1-year deal and is now a key piece to cover for Sanders. And there's more. We brought in Dre Greenlaw, former 49er, who's also coming back from an Achilles injury. If Singleton and Greenlaw stay healthy, they form a linebacker duo that can make any opposing QB nervous. Greenlaw, by the way, has been compared by Payton to none other than Mike Tyson for his power and aggression. But with Sanders out, the depth at linebacker gets a little thinner. Sternad is now the first backup, and behind him is a group of undrafted linebackers like Lavelle Bailey, Karina Reed, J.B. Brown, and Johnny Walker Jr. These guys will have to step up because in football, the next play always depends on the next man up. So, Broncos country, what do you think? Will Starnad and the rookies handle the load? Or do you think Sanders will come back sooner and start putting pressure on opponents right away? Drop your thoughts in the comments because the Denver Broncos family's voice is always fired up. Now let's analyze what this means for the team. Sanders was expected to be the guy who steps in and makes a difference, especially as an inside linebacker. Peyton made it clear back in February that the plan was to keep him in the middle, not on the edge like in 2023. He's got the speed, strength, and football IQ to be a future starter, but these injuries are slowing his progress. Without him early in the season, our defensive coordinator Vance Joseph will have to adjust rotations. The good news? Our defense is loaded with talent. We've got Jonathan Cooper and Nick Bonito dominating the edge, plus rookie Jonah Ellis, who racked up 4 sacks in 2024. The Broncos' defense isn't just a unit, it's a war machine, and we trust Joseph to keep it rolling strong. But we can't ignore that Sanders' injury raises a big question. Is our linebacker depth ready to handle the grind? Singleton and Greenlaw are beasts, but both have recent histories of serious injuries. If either goes down, Sternad will have to start, and the rookies will need to step up fast. That's football, family, a game of endurance, who takes the hits and stays standing. And the Broncos have already proven they know how to handle adversity. Let's zoom in on what this means for Sanders personally. He's 24, young, talented, and has a bright future. But these recurring injuries are a warning sign. His career in Denver is at a critical point. He needs to come back healthy and prove he can be the guy GM George Paton believes he is, a potential starter. When he returned in 2024, even with limited time, he flashed his talent. That sack against the Chargers wasn't just a play, it was a statement. I'm Drew Sanders, and I'm here. Fans are eager to see him back on the field, flying after quarterbacks and shutting down the middle like a true Bronco. And hey, Broncos country. This is also an opportunity. Injuries open doors for other players to shine. Remember Sternad in 2024? He stepped up and delivered. Maybe one of these rookies, Lavelle Bailey or Kareem Reed, surprises us and becomes a key player. In football, glory goes to those who seize the moment, and we know Sean Payton and Vance Joseph are masters at getting the most out of the roster. What's up, Denver Broncos family? If you're real Broncos country, it's time to show that orange and blue pride. Subscribe now, hit the bell, and don't miss a single play analysis or epic Broncos moment. Let's roll together into the 2025 season, because this is Mile High and we never quit. Honestly, Broncos country, this news about Sanders caught me off guard and hurt, because he's the kind of player who makes us dream about a dominant defense for years. But I believe in our roster. The Broncos' defense is a fortress, and Payton knows how to adjust the pieces. My bet? Sternad will hold the fort, and when Sanders returns, he'll hit the field hungry to prove himself. What do you think? Will he come back earlier than expected and turn the game around for us? Or will the rookies steal the show? I want to see this debate heating up in the comments. So, Denver Broncos family, how are you dealing with this news? Will our defense stay a fortress even without Sanders at the start of the season? Drop your opinion below, because the voice of Broncos country is what drives this channel. Like the video, share it with your fellow orange and blue fans, and let's root for Sanders to come back flying. Until the next video, and as always, go Broncos!